Welcome to Prime Cyber Insights. I'm Noah Feldman, and today we're looking at a story that honestly hits uncomfortably close to home for anyone working in the digital economy. It is the ultimate irony, right? The very people hired to keep the gates locked were actually the ones breaking in.
Yeah, it is good to be here, Noah. I'm Sophia Bennett, and we are really getting into the weeds on these recent guilty pleas from two U.S.-based cybersecurity professionals. They've admitted to their roles in a series of ransomware attacks. And, this isn't just a simple case of theft. It's a significant breach of the professional standards that basically underpin international tech commerce.
Exactly, Sophia. From a labor perspective, we often talk about the skills gap in cybersecurity. We always hear we need more experts, more hands on deck. But this case, it highlights a darker side of the gig economy and remote technical work. These weren't outside hackers from some foreign state. No, these were individuals within the domestic workforce using their specialized knowledge to extort businesses.
Right, and the legal specifics are quite telling. According to the Department of Justice filings, the defendants leveraged their access to sensitive systems to deploy ransomware, and then, they demanded payment to restore the data. By pleading guilty, they are facing substantial prison time and massive fines. It sends a clear signal, I think, that the shield of professional expertise provides no protection from federal prosecution when that expertise is weaponized.
And for companies, this is a nightmare scenario. We've spent years focusing on zero-trust architecture, usually aimed at preventing external entry. But how do you manage zero trust when the person configuring your firewall is actually the threat? It forces a real reevaluation of how we vet talent and monitor the activities of those with high-level administrative privileges.
Totally. You're touching on a vital point for global institutions. Trust is the invisible currency of international law and diplomacy. When U.S. professionals are caught engaging in the same behaviors we often condemn in state-sponsored actors abroad, it weakens our diplomatic leverage. It makes the argument for stricter international treaties regarding cyber extortion even more urgent.
Yeah, and it also brings up the automation angle. As we move toward more automated security responses, some argue that reducing the number of human touchpoints in sensitive data flows might actually reduce this kind of insider risk. If a human doesn't need the key, they can't sell it on the black market.
Perhaps, but the law still requires a responsible party. You cannot prosecute an algorithm, after all. These guilty pleas represent a victory for accountability, but they also serve as a warning. The digital frontier is only as secure as the people we choose to defend it.
A sobering thought to end on, definitely. We'll be watching the sentencing closely to see what kind of precedent this sets for the industry. For Prime Cyber Insights, I'm Noah Feldman. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.
And I'm Sophia Bennett. Thank you for joining us. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.